Shut up, Meg.
I'm Pickle Rick! I'm Pickle Rick!
So, how do we think it's going to go today? Yay! Anyway, what's up, everybody? How are we on this apparently soon to be rainy Wednesday? What's up? Let's see. We had some of the early ones in here. Joe Russ, Frogs, Mr. S. See, Kevin Hardesty showed up early. A PJ. Who else we got? Boink. Scrolling, Delta Mike, someone bloody random, Paul Norman. I think I said our Queen Liz Edwards is here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Dave, what's up? People coming in. There's Clive C, C2S, Chris. And yeah, for those that Miss Liz was asking, YouTube has apparently gotten away from like nicknames or whatever, and they're pretty much going by your channel name now. So however you update that, that's what you got to do, and then you can fix. As you can see, some people still look normal. That's because they either fixed them, or if you're like me, you're just older than the internet, and you've always just been Scrufdog. So anyway, let's cheers everybody for showing up and watching. Might be a little bit better. And yeah, apparently it's not a Stirling engine. Someone was saying it's a Heroes engine. Between Blink and Frogs, a Heroes or a some other AO pile something engine, but apparently it's not a true Stirling engine, so maybe that means it'll work. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, anyway, let's do a vertithermal woofle, and then we'll get to dealing with that. Alright. Number one. One for Freddy. Ooh, recal. Set chat on fire. Boom. And I am like all kinds of cold today. I actually put on this little flat, well, what I would call a flannel, what y'all would call a lumberjack shirt or something. Let's see. Oh, and the final engine showed up today. The coffee cup one. So, plan on ordering anything from Engine DIY, expect a 2 to 3 month wait. Good luck, assholes. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Let's get some music on Twitch and go from there. How do you fix your name? It's basically your channel name. It's somewhere in settings. I don't know because I haven't ever had to change my name, but I know it's in settings, and from what I'm reading there today and from what I've heard, it's apparently a little bit easier to deal with in the mobile app. I don't know if it's just quicker to get there or what. Oh, hold on. I forgot one thing. It'd be nice if this window would automatically pop up, but it doesn't. There we go. Music is... where is the music? I don't even hear the music. What is it playing on? I was just playing the frickin' music. What is it? Wow. So it's doing that weird thing again. Let's see. Well, no, last time it did that, there it is. What the hell? I don't know why that's acting weird. There we go. That should be at the right volume. Alright. Try this again. Alright. Either way, thanks for letting me know. Okay, mouse over here, that there. Let's see. I haven't changed the order of the stack because that's probably important. So that was what the instructions are in. Here's some valvey looking stuff. A couple of tools besides the one sitting in the chair. Come on, there you go. We got the fire thing. Is that a magnet? There's a weak magnet. I guess that's so it sticks to the base. I got a copyright strike for playing 009 sound system Dreamscape in the background the other day. It used to be in the YouTube library as a top suggestion. Yeah, a lot of times what happens is people put their music out there for free and then it becomes popular and then they go, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go and screw everybody on the back end. If you want to hear more about that, talk to the developers of Grayzone and how they completely stripped their music, this one guy's music out because, oh yeah, you can use it. Then as soon as the game came out and got popular, he started copyright striking the little YouTubers that didn't have the resources to fight back. And as soon as Grayzone heard about that, they basically told the guy to go fuck himself. And they ripped all of his music out of the game. Yeah. You have a strong feeling it'll spin up first try. It might. It might. Not a straight, but oh yeah, I get copyright warnings all the time. Either from Rob's music or what just happened now. It might pick it up over the microphone just enough for it to give me a warning. But since I don't monetize my live streams, I can't get hit by a copyright strike unless I'm doing some like blatant shit. At least that's the way I understand it. And Twitch doesn't matter because it strips the music anyway. A lot of screws in here. nuts and bolts, 2 long screws, nuts and bolts. There's a washer or a shim. Or is it that one? Or is it that one? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. What I got here? We have, that's kind of like a rubber pad. That's kind of like an O-ring. Bunch of nuts and bolts. Okay, so this isn't the size. Sticky pads for feedies. Okay. If my car stays over 20 Celsius, the AC goes on, says Chris Probert. Welcome, by the way. Yeah. I'm usually running AC until it's about 60. So, what's that? What about 15 degrees? Is there another? We got this. We got that. The magnets in here. Here's all the nuts, the wick, okay. The bushings. The bushy bushings. The valve thing. I guess that would be 21, and that would be 23. Or no, that'll be 23. Where's this one? No, there's, I guess that one's that one. And this big chunk, number 6. And these little guys. Okay. We are sorted. 4 nuts and bolts, or screws. Just call them a screw for that size. These spacers. Okay. We may need these to hold the nizut. Copyright holder can opt to monetize a YouTube stream that contained the copyright music and claim ad revenue for it, which doesn't give you a strike and only affects replay viewers. Oh, yeah. And a couple times that's happened. I'm just like, whatever, if that's just going to get more people to show up at my channel and it doesn't directly affect me, I don't care. Okay. Well, first, let's get the nuts off. That's going to be critical. Chris got my first parking ticket today. Parking disc ran out of batteries. What do you mean parking disc? What is that? Is that the thing on the meter, or is that some other thing from other crazy lands that don't know what a biscuit is? Or those living next to it, like you. This is going to be annoying, isn't it? Someone with absolute shit for nerves. Oh boy, here we go. Well, you know what? If this is the hardest part, then I'm cool with that. Hit or miss engine. This is apparently a hero or a Aeolipile engine thing. Apparently it's not actually a Stirling engine. But something to make. And it only took like 3 months to get here. Bunch of douche nozzles. Good. Good. Wow. So we're getting closer to having all the parts to build that AR-10 on Discord. Was going to do it on Twitch. Apparently Twitch doesn't like you to actually build guns live either, so we're just going to do it on Discord in a couple weeks. But I got my magazine shipment yesterday, as in, you know, the little thingies that hold the pew-pews. And looking at them, I'm like, these look awfully small. And they sent me 7 5.56 mags instead of 308. So hopefully they will correct that quickly, because I bet the Ibex is one of those companies that they get to the order when they get to the order kind of thing. Usually takes about a week before they start processing it, which is fine. But I'm hoping that they hurry this one up a little bit. They are going to send new ones and a return label for the old ones. I was like, ah, yeah, that'll work. That's great. And secretly, I'm like, damn it, I could have used those extra ones. You could just leave them here. I'm fine. But I don't know. Did the remote control car ever get fixed? I may have missed the street. Yeah, it's good. We just got to run it. When we get to it, I guess. This thing, rubber pad, which I guess is the acting as a seal. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on, there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, if I'm looking at my instructions right, that is where you actually put the water in. O-ring. Seal. Oh, what's good that O-ring is going to do. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. The one with the hole in it. Okay. And the seal. Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. Actually, it doesn't. I think that would go that way. This. Ah. Okay. It's a tight fit. So I should actually figure out where the O-ring just went there. Put that on here. Then put this on here. What's up, Mouse? Yes, Ailey Pile. Didn't want to spoil the vibe. Pointing that out when the stream was. Ah, that's fine. That's gotta figure it out. I'll update the stream title at some point and just say and add. Oh, actually, it's a areola engine. That's a whole pile of areolas for an engine. That feels pretty good. Oh, it's spinning. They spinning, they spinning, they spinning. That's good. At least we know that works. Okay, next we have. So we got our turbo fin. We got our thickie. We've got 2 thinnies and that one. So now they want a thickie here. Then they want a big one with the hole in that direction. And they want the thickie. And they want the bottomy. And they want thatty. And then we screw it. There's going to be a lot of screwing. A lot of screwing here today. Where's that washer at? Where's that washer? I don't see that anywhere. That's shim. Let me make sure we're not missing that, because you know how we do. Oh, okay, that's in another spot. Good. That means we didn't miss it. Okay, so let's go ahead and separate all these nuts and bolts. What do we got up here? Sub C2S. And C2S, apparently. C2S is double dipping. That's just fine. Oh, yeah, even Delta Mike noticed. Okay. Hi, am I number 3? Am I number 3? Have tried to alter the handle a few times, failed completely. We'll have to stick to the one assigned. What? Did it always show the @ symbol as part of your handle? It did not. How does this work? That looks good, Kevin. I'm pretty sure you could capitalize if you want. But I don't know, because seems like some of them are capped, some of them aren't. Mine is. I don't. Mouse has some. I remind people that because I know in the land of usernames for a long time, only lowercase names were being used. Oh, there's that. Okay. But apparently they've figured out that they should allow other case. Stop being so caseist. Okay. So many holes to fill. How does this... Oh, when you say how does this work, Kevin, I assume you mean your name? Or do you mean this thing? Because this thing just, as far as I can tell, just boils and has little side thrusters. Ugh. Mouse says, my username is a hangover from way back when, and all the ones I wanted were taken. With the engine. Oh, as far as, oh, wrong one. Like I said, as far as I can tell, you put water, you put water in the top, thing underneath it basically boils water and shoots it out. Some little thingies that are in here somewhere. There they are, there's one. That means the other one should be over right there. There's these super tiny little holes in there. You can kind of see right there. Yeah, actually the shadow kind of enhances. And that's where the steam blows out. It's vaguely pressurized. Water. Yeah, I don't know. I never say water. I say water. Stop grabbing the big screws. Yeah, the only thing I'm waiting for the AR-10 is the action rod, which I'm never ordering from that online retailer again. Because when they said could take up to 30 days, I was like, ah. I just figured that was some shit they said, because, you know, it might take a week or two. But no, it's been fucking 3 weeks, and it's still processing. All this to try and save literally like $40. Total. Like, I'm getting to the point, if that shit doesn't ship soon, then I'm just going to have to keep the order going, because there's other, I don't know, because there's so much stuff on that order that I need for the build. It's got the snap caps in it. I think that's, no, I got the mag device block. It's got a few things in it. I'm like, yeah, I kind of would really like to have those for the build. Hold on. Lots of dogs barking next door, and let me see what's at the front door. Just somebody walking by. All right. The camera out front's a little sensitive for people on the sidewalk, even though I've adjusted the sensitivity, it just still loves to let me know someone is walking by on the sidewalk. My current handle is one of 3 channels. This is my goofball one. Cannot change to the original. Okay. Ooh, where'd that go? There's that one. Did it fall off? I feel like that fell off. Anybody see where that one went? I don't see it. I didn't actually hear it hit the ground. Yeah, I did actually drop it for sure. Because here's the other one. In case of boiling water flying out, but seeing the plate in the middle now, I know why the water won't really come out. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, we have to find that last nut that slipped out of my hand and just went. Now, there it is. It was all the way up the top of the sheet. Good. A little concerned I'd have to go digging, because I know I have 3mm Nizuts on the floor behind me, but good. Frogs. I've had my username so long that a commercial product was made after me using my name. There is these big singing animatronic frogs that used my name. I feel like I've heard of that. All right. And now we got to tighten. So hopefully there's enough grit on this bottom plate that I don't need to grab pliers. Almost had to go digging for my nuts there. Someone almost nut digging on the channel. It almost makes me wonder if there was some experiment where they were trying to do something and like there was a crack in one of the seals and it started spinning and they went, ooh, toy. Okay. Drag a magnet around the floor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have magnets if need be, but we are good so far. Like as it's starting to fucking putting all that pressure on my thumb kind of sucks, especially when you're fucking doing it all day anyway at work. Let's verify. Yeah, wasn't quite up to snuff. And it doesn't hurt to go around again anyway. Just as things settle a little bit, you may be able to get a little more snug out of it. Especially when the one next to it gets tightened. It's going to want to tighten itself a little more, or will be tightened. Oh, that one took a little bit. Okay, that should be good. Hey, that still works. Good. Okay, now it looks like we're starting on the base. The base! I guess we'll probably end up doing 2 builds. Probably do the coffee cup one today, too. Got one of the bigger screws. The washer. This thing. Okay. Is there a nut in your chair as well? There's a couple of nuts. Do, 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 do. Huh? I guess we preload the burner with our crusty bottle of alcohol. Oh yeah, where's the magnet supposed to go? Oh no, it does want the magnet in the thing. Okay. Cool. We know that's going to get spilled. Let's not fool each other. There's nothing like some good tasting nizzuts. Hero of Alexander, says Delta Mike, was just making moving doodads for his sponsor. Yeah, that works. That came out really nice right there. The little seam right there is really, that's fucking smooth. Thermal video. Yeah, we can put this on thermal once it starts doing stuff. That's soaking. We're over here. We're doing that. Another big screw. This little guy. And this. I think I can go that way. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. Actually, we actually missed a step. Gotta put the footies on. Footy. Spinning and spraying hot steam will make it exciting. Yes. From what I understand, you don't need to kickstart these either. They'll just... Apparently you can if you want, but you don't really need to. It should go that way. So my understanding is, from the way we put this together, I think it'll go that way. Anything interesting on the back? Open safety valve and inject about 10 milliliters of purified water. Set things on fire. Don't dry burn it. There'll be a small amount of hot water spinning out. Please leave a proper distance to avoid catching yourself on fire and ending all humanity. Okay, a little specific on that one, but that's cool. Let's see. Purified water. Open valve. Little blicky I got for oil. It's about 10. Okay. Do. I guess we'll see if this thing spins. Oh, yeah, valve. Yeah. Flames. Stop. All right. Let's see what it does. Hey, why don't we where the hell's the water? Where's the water? I mean the big fucking bottle sitting right in front of me. Cheers, everybody. Oh wow. Cheers. Towel is a good idea. Why not? It's burning. Yeah, it's burning its ass off. Just give it a little bump just to see if it does anything for it. Yeah, I don't know how long it's supposed to take. I'm guessing a couple minutes to get the water boiling. Total build time about 25 minutes. It's a jet engine powered by steam, says Unicron. Yeah, that's what we figured out afterwards. I feel like that's not all the way sealed. It might be. I can definitely smell metal getting hot. Boink said 6 to 7. What's that? Oh, I didn't touch it. It just started doing that? Yeah, I can see a little steam coming out of it. You kind of can see the steam. Flashlight, flashlight, flashlight. Let's see if this helps. Man, like I can see the steam. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. Whee! All right, well, we got one that actually works. That's good. That thing is zinging too. Quietly zinging. Really, any problem I'd have with this putting this on display like behind me would be that when it goes dry, it's going to overheat. So we'd have to come up with like the perfect amount of alcohol. And yeah, I'm not really seeing a need for water. I guess that's only if you put too much in, maybe. Oh, thermal cam, right. No, I'm glad that's got the magnet on it so I don't blow myself up. That's a little warm. I think it's moving too fast to pick up the little steam arms coming off of it. Oh, wait. I think it's moving too quick to see the steam arms coming out of it. Nice strobe effect. Nah, that's just the camera freaking out because when it gets really, when there's a whole lot of, when there's a whole lot of difference between hot and cold, sometimes it gets a little weird on the computer. It's fine on the phone, but I guess the computer software is not quite perfect. All right, well, let's see. Feeling the need for that. that right about there. Get this out of the way. That. Alright, let's see what this has. I wonder why it was open twice. It's a piece of tape on the tape. Fun. Well, hopefully everything's here. Looks like a solid kit. Comes packed nicely. Box out of the way. Well, let's see. Let me do this. No, I'm not going to use that. There we go. Yeah, let's Actually, if we leave everything in the package, it's vaguely close to how this is laid out. Alright, let's see. One is the cover, and that has the nubby in it. And we have 14. Let's see, bushings. And number 4. Oh no, not the cover. No, that's number 4. Okay, that's the screws we're looking for. And then the bushings. The hot water hitting the back of your head could suck. It's not quite that powerful. Can you do an experiment filling it with 70% isopropyl outside and some point in a fire safe? I mean, inside or outside? Because I'm using 91% for the quote candle. And as far as putting it inside, as long as the air was going up, nothing would really happen. It's just if the alcohol fumes cult. It might be a little afterburner action. 2. Bonk. The number 6 O-ring can be pulled by hand to fit in the groove. Okay. 3. Plastic cylinder. Okay. Why did it sound like I just cracked when I touched it? Good. Yeah. All right. Where are the O-rings? Are they tucked in somewhere? They in a? Oh, they in a thing? Oh man, they're all folded up. I hope they're actual true silicone. Yeah, that's enough silicone to kind of holding their shape even after being folded up. All right. Hold on. Anyone's ever put an O-ring into a slot, you know it sucks. There's always one corner that doesn't want to stay. Are you staying? Oh yeah. Wow, that's locked in tight too. What was the wub wub? Give a toast. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out this evening. Seems like we're doing okay, according to that little guy. Okay. Top O-ring. Thought I just saw a seam on the O-ring. Okay, I did not. That one fits pretty good. See, the problem is, like, your natural instinct when putting an O-ring in a groove is to do this to squeeze it in, but when you do that, you're actually pushing it that way, and that's why you always have the bubble at the end, and you have to go backwards to make everything fit. So if you're ever putting an O-ring in a flange or in a groove, and you push it like that, and you end up with that little bit at the end that just doesn't want to stay in, just push it down and then just go backwards, and you'll kind of redistribute the tension, kind of thing. Number 4. Wow. I am what I need to use. Oh shit, that stopped. Guess it's out of water. Okay. I'll get water in there in a second. Use number 13 to hold the surface up. Okay, what's 13? A glass piston. Huh? I don't know why we would have to hold it up, per se. Oh, what's that stuck on? The metal thing in there. Is that like... Ah, it's freaking magnetized. I mean, I don't really need to hold it up, though, do I? I don't know why that step is there. Because that just pops in. Alright. Well, we'll see if that makes sense in a minute. So, grab this guy, grab the tall dude. Number 10. A small clear ring. Guessing that's in here. Yep. All kinds of weird silicone-y stuff. Alright. So we have how many O-rings? Wow, look at that little guy. Holy crap. We got a whole lot of little tiny pieces in here. Okay, we have ultra tiny O-ring. That's going to get lost. We actually have 2 of those bushings. Okay. Out of water, I guess. That's a little warm. Yeah, we'll give that some time. That number 10 is the smaller of the 2 O-rings. That fits right in there. Nice. 16, a screw. Those are knurled bits. That's 2 things, a set screw and our screw. Oh yeah, it's even got a little recess cut into it. Just drop it. The big word. Oh no, where'd the O-ring go? Shit. The big word is out of water. Oh, there it is. And just drop something else. Just fell down, hit my leg, and landed on the floor. I have no idea what it was. Guess we'll see if that was important. Oh, there it is. It was important because it was this. I don't know how that popped up, but alright. Anyway. Phillips. Phew. Mhm. Frogs, I have some glass slabware. I wonder if I use some of these, could use some of these to make an engine. We could come up with something that moves. Number 11. That's the other ring. That goes in there. That fits pretty damn good. Move this forward, scoot forward again. Attention! 15-pound nuts should be tightened diagonally at the same time. I don't have that many hands, and I definitely don't have 15-pound nuts. God, that would be fucking inconvenient. Imagine the bruising on your inner thighs, having to lug some of that shit, something like that around. Yeah. This is all symmetrical. Just gonna kind of center the piston. Where's Luth at? This is one of his songs. Okay. I'm assuming when they say diagonally, they mean across from each other. As if you were like, you know, doing a tire or, well, a flange. Black says, busy in the shop today trying to design my raccoon launcher. All right, that little guy. All right. My attention is being redistributed as we speak. So stressed today, mostly caused by the stress. Well, try not to get too stressed. That's some generic ass shit to say, but you know what I mean. And if you're pushing a deadline, then stop screwing around when you should be working on it. 15-pound nuts. How did they know mine were that heavy? Asked Fama. Oh, maybe they're watching. Maybe they are watching. It feels like one of these is loose. Oh, there's like a. Is there a valve in there? Sort of. I don't know. All right. I wonder what the hell's clicky on here. I don't think it's the foam. Oh no, it's the magnet in the foam. Okay. All right. Just because I hear clicky stuff, I want to make sure everything's supposed to be tight. But yeah, we are good. That looks pretty good. I lost baked potatoes in my bed, says Delta Mike. And you know what, Mike? That's really not something that most people can say and like truly mean it. But given your situation, good sir, that is a funny arrangement of words, but absolutely is there. I get it. Hopefully you find your potato. Or potatoes. What is this? And spinny wheel. So that's coming up there. This has a set screw that goes down. And that gets number 20, which is the what they're calling the jacking screw. Okay. That seems kind of counter. Uh-oh. Did my sleeve knock off pieces? I think we just lost 2 plastic pieces. Where did that little O-ring? The O-ring was right there. Where did it go? Oh my god, so many tiny pieces. And I've lost a few of them in that single move. Alright. Oh, there's one of those. This may be game breaking if I can't find that little tiny O-ring, because I'm sure that's very important. But I keep forgetting I'm wearing this flannel, which has sleeves, and the sleeves are banging stuff around. Let me just take this damn thing off. Oh, there's the O-ring. I see the O-ring. Look at that. Can you? I can't. This is. Oh, you can see that? Watch this. Okay, you can see that? This is the O-ring as it was sitting next to the 150 that's over there. It was basically sitting exactly like that. That took me a second. But now we got the stupid sleeves out of the way. Let's move the O-ring over here. There were 2 of these little ones. One of them fell off the table, but it only showed one in the illustration, so maybe we'll be lucky. Wow, those are freaking tiny. Okay, so we have this paper here. That is still super hot. Okay. 2 bearings. 2 burns. One goes here. I think a jacking screw was on page 12 of a certain illustrated manual. I don't know, a jacking and a screw, to me that kind of sounds like you already got one going while you got the other one, but okay. Of course, then again, if they're jacking, screwing each other. So this wants this to go in here. Okay, so just sandwich the bearings in there. Is there a land in there? Oh, there's 2 lands in it. But if we go, okay. Like the bearing sticks out a little bit more on one side than it does the other, but if we go by the set screw, we should be okay. 19 is the bigger one. Let's just held on by a silicone tube. Oh wow, we are super zoomed in, sorry. Nice bearings. I mean, I will go on that. Like, usually when you get bearings that small, they are not that awesome. I mean, granted, they're either dry or have a super lightweight oil on them, but tension to flywheel should be parallel to this simulated red line as much as possible. Well, I mean, it would actually work better with the set screw on the other direction. No, well, the whole thing in the other direction. Since the bearings are offset, this side sticks out a little bit more than the other side. So let's do that. That's about as close as that's going to get. Oh no, it just wants. Shit. Okay, never mind. It wants parallel, not directly over. So let's do that. Flip this back around again. I lost. I don't know where there it is. Okay, keep losing pieces. Those out. Over here. That back on. Okay. And parallel to that. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good, huh? Where's the thing centered? Right about there. Yeah, I'd call that pretty good. Tight. Very tight. I think that's stripped out, but it's tight, so fuck it. Okay, parallel. The piston can be pulled back and forth in the cylinder, make it smoother. Okay. What does it say super tiny underneath? Remove rubber protection. Okay. What are these actually? Like, are these actually a thing for something else, or anybody know? Make it smooth, baby. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Let's go end to end. Yeah, it's smooth all the way through. There's no lips on that. On that little guy. Where did the other tiny O-ring go? Hold on. I almost feel like it would go in there. Or on here. What number is that? That's 17? I thought I saw 17. Oh, there it is. 17 and 18. Yeah, okay, so they go up there. Alright. This, jeez Christ, this little tiny sucker. Ridiculous. Okay. Rotate and install. I'm going to take that out. Rotate and install. I have rotated and installed that. That has its little bushing on it already. You want me in the middle or on the top? On top, baby. Okay. They've got a long length of stuff too. I feel like I wonder if they were at the end of the roll or they just throw in extra tubing. Remove the protection during the activity. I thought that was illegal. I mean, I don't know if it's illegal. It's just not preferred. Tiny rings. Don't yell loudly while making those motions. Always clean up before removing rubber protection. Well, yeah, I mean, what sort of engine is this? Apparently it's called like a Hero or an AO, some weird pile name that everybody else seems to know. It's not quite. Oh, no, wait. This one. Okay, I'm thinking this. This one's not a Stirling engine. It's kind of just like a steam thruster. But this one here apparently is an actual, what do they call it? Low heat. Through the box. But this is one that you stick on like a coffee cup. And that should be pretty much all you need to do. Why is that? Why are these loose? Why are the bushings loose, but the thing's tight? That's weird. I don't know. I mean, everything's squished. Okay. Add hot water. Turn the flywheel to start it. Add a small amount of ice to the top for better results. Don't have any ice. Hot water. All right, let me go hit the thing, get some hot water. We'll come back. We'll see if we can do something with that, and then that'll boil, and then I'll go get it, and we'll come back, and then we'll do this one. All right, give me a minute. We'll see if your classic fresh cup of whoop ass will fit. Yep. All right. Well, once we get hot water, we'll whoop its ass a little bit. Okay. Let's see. With a spot for... Oh, wait. Somebody actually was trying to tell me what these are. Is that you, Chris? Scroll. Don't back scroll. Shock stops for an RC car. That's what these are. Shock stops. Oh, just like little bumpers. Oh, okay. Brad's Guitar Garage. What's up, homie? We actually got one of these little engine things running. See if we can get it fired back up. It's very hot. That's just not too bad right now. Well, that unscrewed the wrong thing, and now this is spinning its ass off. Why did the bottom come undone? Why is everything coming undone? Grab this. Must have really cranked that on there or something. You know, it probably also heat expansion probably caused that plug to get a little stuck. Oh, wow. Everything just fell into the thing. Like the little screws, nuts and screws. I feel like I should put Loctite on it at this point. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. I was wondering what all that was. Alright. So I'll fix that later, because I don't know that I feel like taking that all the way back apart right now, but that's something. Actually, I can do that Friday while I'm watching the movie night. Let's get... Yeah, the little captive nut inside just fell down when it unscrewed. So I'll keep that in mind, that when we refill the top, we gotta hold this here, because that's not even the same as the one on the bottom. Clean that up. I'll just set that there. Let's put this up top for now. I guess that doesn't need to be super tight. Oh, it is a little... Yeah, it's a relief valve. Okay, so that doesn't need to be super tight. Keep that in mind for the future. Alright, let's clean a little bit of this up real quick, and then I'll go get the hot water for this guy. Where is that? Let's put that over there. I guess we'll put the shock things over there too. Probably just need to bring a freaking trash bag in here. So I might as well just bring a trash bag in here later. Take care of all that, but at least that's organized. I'll be right back. I'll have the cup of whoop ass watch things for us. Cheers. Okay, guess we're gonna wait a couple more minutes because when I hit the clicker, it apparently wasn't finished booting. The water thing, it's like this. I mean, it's a real finite like amount of time if you're trying to hurry up and turn it on. If you get your timing off a little bit. Oh well, that actually went through pretty much the whole thing. Actually burned part of the wick too. Well, I ain't filling this back up because that fell apart. Welcome to the channel where everything falls apart. Alright. So we got that. We don't need this little guy, but setup on it might be useful for actually. Oh man, I wonder how good this lid is. This would almost be good to take. Well, that's actually this will be good for at home for doing tiny drops of oil on like things that need tiny. Well, yeah, basically just like this. Boop. Yeah, so we'll just call that a spare. But yeah, I don't know that I want that in my bag because that's a cheap lid. So I'm sure that'll fall off. I got one of those with a good lid in there. All right, actually, I'll just take the mug with me this time and just fill it so I don't have to bring the whole hot pot in. Whoa, what are we doing there? Don't be messing with people. It's only soot. Just trying to clean it up. Those are midget cork rings with a clit stimulator. Midget cork rings? What the fuck are you talking about? Delta Mike says Tina is at the bottom of the bed, facing the other way. I always just get the ass end. That's my Tina. Yeah, that's what animals are good for. Mama picked some fresh garlic. Good. I'm gonna go get some fresh, warm, well, hot water. Be right back. Try this again. Okay. All right. Well, I guess let's just put it there and see. It's just, I think this is omnidirectional. Yeah. Huh? Wow, that was quick. Know how well I'll be able to hold this sideways. All right, let me switch this to the other camera. Go. You actually see the little piston in there. All that is just a foam pad. It's not even hitting the sides. I think it's mostly just for weight. And it is pretty sensitive too, because all I'm gonna do is oh, actually the whole thing's starting to warm up. It seems like once the bottom gets warm, it just kind of goes for a while. I guess Saturday I'll get a cup of boiling water at the beginning of the show, and we'll see how long this thing spins. I mean, hell with that. Like, I wonder how much heat that actually needs to go. Like, I wonder how many watts of a resistor. Yeah, like having a resist, like a 5 watt, running like 3 watts through a 5 watt resistor or something. Like, I wonder if that would be enough, or if I'd need something closer to, like a big old ceramic block. Few resistors in a USB cable. Oh, there we go. Actually, if that thing's running, let's see. There's no good place to put it close. Yeah, either way, I'll put it. Actually, I'll probably put it right there. Yeah, actually, let me do that now, because that'll be a good spot for it on Saturday. I mean, you figure with the right insulated cup, and since that's acting like a lid, like that may go for a whole Saturday show from the beginning. Verizon. My bill is ready. Well, it's auto scheduled, so bugger off. Deer season's almost here, but your parts aren't. Ha ha. Anyway. Alright, well, that worked out pretty good. Sucks the heat. Well, that's true. Yeah, it would actually suck the heat out of it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Because it's using it, not just storing it. But either way, we'll see how long it goes on Saturday. Oh, you can tell it's spinning. So, on Saturday, I can barely hear just a little. So we'll see how it does on that. You put ice on top, it'll go faster. Okay. I don't know that I'll have necessarily ice I want to put on it and leak everywhere, but maybe I'll find a chunk of metal to throw in there, and then we can just stick the chunk on top of it. Like, how big is that? Hell, if I can't find a good chunk of metal, I can just get a big ass fucking nut. Maybe I'll see if I can find some of those 15-pound nuts they were talking about. At work, I could, yeah, I can figure out something chunky. Chunker. USB mug warmer is a good idea. Oh, I used to own one. I wonder if that's, there's no way that still exists. How much does a mug warmer cost? That would be easier than making shit. Mug warmer. USB. That way we know it's low powered and it doesn't work for shit for warming up coffee, but it's probably work good for that. $15. 15 bucks. 15. There's a plug-in one for 9, but I don't know that I trust that. Yeah, I'll see what I can find. Maybe not USB. Oh, that one's a USB one. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh wow, they even have pass-through on that one. Christ, that'd almost be worth getting, because is that USB out? Does that have in and out? 19-watt mug warmer used for coffee, tea, milk, or hot cocoa on your candle wax. Built-in gravity induction switch with indicator light. No need to turn it on or off. Warm your beverage to 55 Celsius. Okay, well, that says 60 minimum, but that would definitely, if I put boiling water on it and then put that underneath it, that'll at least extend the life of it. Your mug needs to weigh at least 13 ounces to activate the gravity induction switch. Fair enough. So that means as soon as I lift it off, it's good. What is that thing? The thing on the front must be a button. Oh, it's an indicator light. And a small heating zone. Gravity induction switch. Oh, there's a switch on the bottom that it doesn't sit all the way down until there's weight on it. All right. I'll look at a couple. That's not a bad idea at all. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. Anyway. Vindictive, vindicated. It's all the same shit. The USB mugworm. That's fucking perfect. Good thinking. Who was that? David. Peltier heater. Actually, yeah, I got a pelt heater downstairs too, but that might be, that's, I think it's like a 50 watt. It's like a big chunker. I think it might be like 50-ish watts. What's up, Jack Attack? That one's working. The other one was working. But it just fell apart, so I'll put that back together Friday while I'm watching movies. I'm seeing the USB mug warmers from $5 from US sellers. Yeah, I'll look around. That was just a quick Amazon check. I can look at other places. See what's around. I am going to double check downstairs, because if I still have that heater, I know exactly where I would have put it, thinking about it. You have any top fans on? Yeah, actually, yeah, I do have them on the studio rig, but the gaming rig's all glass. It's 3-sided glass. But yeah, I could stick it on that, but then you wouldn't be able to see it. Probably stick it on a router. That gets a little warm, but that wouldn't work either. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what we got. Late-ish. A little bit there, buddy. We're going to be shutting her down soonish. What is that? What the fuck? Oh, okay. It's not as, okay, never mind. Sorry. Meatball subs, homemade Lockwatcher shakes his fist. What? Lockwatcher, Mr. Pancake is still here. No pancakes on Thursday. Traitor. Having neighbors over on Beggar's Night for meatball subs. No. They should have pancakes. You're not meatball sub man. You're pancake man. And Thursdays is supposed to be a pancake night. Holidays be damned. Like, you better, like, when we come on here the day after Christmas. Wait a minute. What day is Christmas? Like, don't be coming up in here and saying Christmas Eve you ain't having pancakes. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, that's October. Dumbass. Well, either way, yeah. Don't be coming on here when I'm doing my Christmas Eve stream. Wow, I'm going to be doing a cookout. And actually, that should be from my house, because I did just find out I can get January 2nd off. So the last week of the year, for 5 or 6 days, probably 5 or 6 days, I'll be out in Ohio. So there'll be probably doing a New Year's stream from Ohio with Killer Mike, because I should be there that day. I'll probably leave on Friday. Sorry, planning my trip here, but yeah. So yeah, the last week of December may have some interesting streams, just because they're not going to be here. There's no lighting behind. Yeah, well, I usually don't turn it on for Wednesday nights, since we're usually looking at that. Or so, all right. I was saying you were making me hungry, Locke. That's me. Oh, well. Cool. You can stop for another quick visit at some point. Yeah, maybe swing by there, Locke. We'll see what's going on. See how the truck's doing. I assume it'll make it back out there and back. May have to get some tires before then if I have any money. Doesn't the snake tank have a heater? Oh, it's got a little heater. I do have, actually, if that, see, that's nice. I wonder how that would do with like a 10. I think I have a 10-watt tank heater. So that would be upstairs. I'll just bug up by a mug warmer. I'm gonna be digging around. I'll look for that one downstairs. Like I said, I know where it is if I have it, because I have a bin of stuff that I've had for a long time that's just weird USB stuff. So I'll see if it's in the weird USB stuff one. If it's not, then I'll just order something from somewhere as a mug warmer. I could probably find it if like Five Below or something, but that's driving and dealing with fucking morons. So I'll probably just get it off Amazon, but I'll probably get a cheap one. I'll see if I can find a. I don't know. I'll have to see what wattages are available. And I guess we can also see if that 19-watt heater is enough just to power that on its own. I know it says it only goes to 55, but that says it'll work at 60. So maybe. Or maybe I can find like a 20. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find 25 watts on USB, though. That's going to be pushing it. Now, I may just have to get a one that plugs into the wall. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so after all that, we're going to get ready to call it a night. One more toast, and then we'll be out of here. So I appreciate everybody hanging out and watching. 2 of these actually work. One needs to be a little maintained, but at least we got 2 of them to work. Oh, that's true. Unicron, aka Brian, has a good idea. Let's see where we're at. Let's do a box right about there. That'll tell us hottest, coldest, and there might be an average in there somewhere. I don't remember. Let's see. Jesus Christ, hold on. Or I give all my fans a goddamn seizure. Let me see if I can sort that out. All right. 66, 67 degrees right now. Yep. Oh, wow, you can see the writing. Huh, that's weird. All right, so it's currently at 67 degrees, and this is not lasting as long. Well, actually, it's maybe inside's warmer. Yeah, we'll test it out Saturday. You can actually see the temperature gradient. Yeah, it's not a bad thermal camera. Hold on. You see the piston if I spin it around. Kind of see something happening with the piston. Nah, maybe not. All right. Get that down before I destroy my stream deck by spilling boiling water on it. Anyway, it's the lead blocking test. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow for the, we're doing number 19 again, because remember, they forgot to give us the shitty pepperoni pizza, but they doubled up on the jalapeno burger, so we're going to do another jalapeno burger tomorrow. Yeah, I'll get let's do a thumb for that tomorrow. Everything else good. Covered everything. Everything that showed up that I'm allowed to touch on YouTube. Yeah, okay. So, I will see everybody tomorrow. In exactly 24 hours. Wow, okay. And hope you have a good evening and a good day tomorrow till then. Watch the storms. Apparently there's going to be some whipping around, so be careful. And like I said, have a good one. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.